What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here. In this episode, we're going to be discussing 7 Pokemon market predictions I have for this upcoming November month. Let's dive right into this. By the way, join the Discord down below. We are on the road to 1,200 members. If you want to talk to like-minded people and even talk to Roy Pokestocks, feel free to join down below. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Let's hop right into it. So with November just 2 days away, at least at the time of recording this, I think it's good, guys, to go into specifics here and talk about certain products in November. Now, all of these products here are going to be fan favorites, so I think we can all relate to them as they're very, very wanted in demand. I want to start off with the Mega Evolution Enhanced Booster Box. If we look at the past month of this growth, we're currently down 15%. If we look at the past 3 months, calling it nearly neutral, up 2%. In the past 6 months, down 26 from its all-time pre-sale highs. Now, most importantly, I do want to make it pretty clear. Let's sort of review the history of this booster box in October. So we've had the obvious first official wave of the set in September, at the end of September. So we saw booster boxes climb up in value. And then we had the official second wave of the first wave. You get what I'm saying, right? I know Pokemon, like, they trip up on the words every freaking time, but like, we had the second wave of these booster boxes get reprinted and restocked, I should say, and we saw the price drop dramatically to where we currently are at 260, bringing us the reason down 15%. Now, in November, I do think that these booster boxes are going to level out a little bit, and then in the mid to end of November, we're most likely going to start to see, if the market plays out as planned, we're going to start to see these boxes grow again. Now, do I think you should buy in at these price points, 260? That is totally up to you, and that's not the premise of this video, so I'm not really going to be discussing that much. But realistically speaking, I do see that these booster boxes are going to start gaining some value at the mid to end month of November. Next up, we have the Prismatic Evolutions SPC. I'm bringing this product up because I do want you guys to know that Costco is doing a reprint of these, guys. Oh my god, I am so excited. Now, this is a 99% confirmation. Please do not take this and go just don't go crazy just yet. Canada has been confirmed and the United States to be announced, but I do not take anything seriously until I see footage of it in person. So I'm still having my feet in the water. I'm not jumping right into this and believing it all, but realistically speaking, I am going to take this as a most accurate advice. They have restocked, UPCs in the past, so I can totally see this being a possibility here. Wait, hold on, let me backtrack. Did Costco ever do UPC restocks? I'm trying to think now, because I actually don't remember if they did. Maybe online with celebrations back in the day. I can't really recall. So yeah, but we also have the the Mega Charizard UPC, not the premise of this video just yet. So yeah, with the Prismatic SPC, I do think that in November, we're going to continue to see this product fall, as we're currently down 3%. Not too much, loss right here, but definitely some movement down. But I do think if that does get official and we do, have that okay, we are going to be having this, then I do think that in November, it's going to see significant price fall. But realistically, if we don't have that, Costco restock happen, how do I think this is going to perform? I do think that's probably going to drop to around 280 in November and then slowly gain some more value. All the UPCs right now are just having a little bit of a quote-unquote correction right now. A lot of them are falling 7 to 10%. So that's what we're currently analyzing. Next up, Destined Rivals booster boxes. The past 3 months, up 22%. We saw that massive price hike to $500 booster boxes, if you guys can recall. Then, the big thing, which obviously happened this month, we saw the massive price fall of Destined Rivals with our first official reprint, and we needed this really, really bad. Prices hit an all-time low of 362 this month, and we are picking up, as we currently are, 383. Now, I do think that Destined Rivals is going to perform very, very well in November. I can easily see these booster boxes start to climb up again to that $500 price point, just because that Destined Rivals will most likely not have a reprint for a hot minute, as we just had one, and we have Phantasmal Flames. We need a reprint for what else? A lot of the older Scarlet Violet sets. We need, Black Bolt White Flare. There's so many other sets that need reprints right now that have just not gotten that breath of fresh air. So I expect to see Destined Rivals start to gain some more value hopping into November. I do think that these are probably going to hit 450 by the end of that. And just expect to see that, guys. It's going to start gaining value again. Destined Rivals is that strong of a set where people are going to be paying these ridiculous prices because they know that this is the set of the year and the set of Scarlet and Violet. Next up, we have Prismatic ETBs. Prismatic ETBs have just had a rough month in general. Literally no profit right here whatsoever. We had that massive price hike all the way up to 130, and then we just been stuck there, guys. It's like been frozen in time, gaining literally none to 1%. 1% of gain this past month. So congratulations, guys. Little clap right there I'll give you. But realistically speaking, no gain on the Prismatic ETBs. Now, moving on forward, how do I think these are going to perform in November? I could see the potential here where these could gain value, but realistically speaking, just do that Prismatic Evolutions is going to most likely go through another reprint within the next few months. I think a lot of people are just going to be holding off on these, so we might see a little gain on these, a little loss, or a little bit of in between. I really can't predict this because this product is just like in the middle of every single variable here. So I know it's just so iffy to talk about, but I'm just going to call it it's not going to perform or lose that much. So take that for what you want, and you can add that to your notes. Next up, we have the 151 booster bundle. In the past month, currently down 8%. Its all-time high was nearly 105, coming down to where we currently are at $95. Now, these have seen some significant price falls in general. Just, dude, why does it look like this, guys? Like, why is this? Okay, I don't know why. So in the past year, we've been stuck at nearly $60 to $70 for these booster models for the longest time, if you guys remember. And then we just saw the massive price hike to that like $105 price point, and then ever since then we just fallen down. Now, I know there's a lot of speculation right now that 151 is gonna go through a massive. I'm saying this like direct words right here, is going to go through a massive reprint before the holiday season. That's not confirmed. It's just a theory. And I can realistically see that being a possibility with some products being like the 151 booster bundle. However, in November, it's most likely will not happen. It's probably going to happen in December if we do get that lucky. But in November, I think these are going to fall to probably $90, $85 and then start to gain some more value. Of course, it's important to know, guys, right, that we transition with the last month. So just because November 1st is starting in just a few days here, that doesn't mean we're going to get a fresh slope and everything's just going to start gaining value again. We're going to have that trends. We're going to have that fades, but it does offer new opportunity to analyze that month. Now, a little bit of some fun products. We have the Evolving Skies booster box. Now this thing has just gotten how do you describe like the modern goats, man? I don't even know how to say it realistically, but like this product, guys, has just been the absolute trucker of the entire year. And guess what? No gain. What happens when a product gets so expensive is that the amount of demand and buy volume shrinks significantly, which is why it's so hard for these booster boxes to grow so much in value, which is why some of you guys might have Evolving Skies in your collection and you might be looking and be like, dude, why is it not moving, bro? Like, I bought it at $2,000 and sure, I gained 500, but I would expect to be 4,000. Just note that people don't have those massive pockets to spend on one product, and it's just what happens, guys. So I do think that Evolving Skies, sorry to break it to you if you're so bullish on it. I still am bullish, but like in the short-term frame for November, I don't think this is going nowhere. I think it's actually probably going to go down because people are trying to get rid of these for the holiday season because, hey, $2,000, guys, would be awesome for the holiday season, wouldn't it? Yeah. So we might see a little bit of a price fall with the Evolving Skies booster box and then some gain maybe in December or next year. I don't know. Take that for what you want. And lastly, the number 7 spot, Phantasmal Flames booster boxes. Where do we even begin with these? So my overall thought process on Phantasmal Flames, I'm not going to repeat myself because if you are a returning viewer, you probably don't want to hear me say this again, but I called Phantasmal Flames Obsidian 2.0. And I do think that on release and in November, these are going to be relatively cheap. Call me crazy, but I think that's what we're going to see. These are going to crash hard on release. So if you want to pick booster boxes up, I think always picking them up on release is the smart play if you really don't want to miss out for long-term growth. Not saying that's a smart thing to do, but like, again, if you're fearful of waves, then picking up on release is not a bad play. Again, these are sitting at $300 right now. These are probably going to drop to $220 is my prediction throughout November, and will most likely stick at $240, $250. If these go above $350 in November, then call me the worst investor ever, because I only see potential here with that Charizard, and there's nothing else. Nothing. So that's it. That is my 7 bold predictions for the November market. Let me know what you guys think down below, and if you agree/disagree, I'd love to hear all of you out. Peace out, guys.